everybody, welcome to PITV, Peace International Television. I'm Moses Angelo, reporting live from PITV headquarters. Thank you very much. You see, guys, that we are together with Bruno from Discover School. So, Bruno, welcome to PITV. What is your section, what you are doing there at Discover School?
At Discover School, our program is really different from other schools. For me, my section, what I study, I do world cultures, I do public speaking, and also advanced mathematics. So I was doing STEM, but after some time I dropped out. And then I don't know why I keep saying it, but I have to say it. So I'm doing world cultures, public speaking for all my literature and arts improvements. Yeah.
Wow, guys from PITV, you see that we are together with a special guy. Let me come back to Mr. Prosper. Prosper, you are welcome again.
Thank you, thank you.
I hope that our dear viewers already know you.
Let me introduce, because there are some people doesn't know me.
Exactly.
Yeah, my name is Prosper Nimumai. I'm English teacher. Today I'm very happy to get this opportunity and to invite me in Peace International TV.
Wow, thank you very much. Dear viewers, you've already heard that we are together with a writer, with an English teacher. So now, today's topic, we are going to talk about the importance of English language. So, let me start by Mr. Bruno. The importance of English language across the world. How do you understand this topic?
Well, the importance of English language. First of all, to know the importance of English language, you need to know the importance of a language, any language. Language is so important because they affect our personalities. They affect the way we live, they affect the way we speak to people. And so, as English, it's a global language. It's an international language. It's almost all over the world. It's everywhere. And so the importance of speaking such a language is that you're going to be more of a generalist person, a person who cannot miss a country to go to, a person who can go anywhere, a person who is so open at many things. For example, a lot of goods or maybe products or clothes, they have brands in English. Most of the world's most popular companies, in movies or songs, they're all in English. So if you're a person that doesn't know English, you are limited at a lot of stuff. You are limited at knowing different things in the world that are popular. And so this is why English is so important. English affects someone internally and externally, where they're living in their lives and in their school and whatever they're doing. And when you're doing English, it's one of the last ones, you are more likely to get opportunities in many things. For example, maybe in a job or maybe in your career. Someone would hire someone that is speaking more good English than a Spanish person. For example, you're a Burundian and one is speaking Spanish, one is speaking English. Who will get more hired? Because English is more popular and attractive, because people love to hear people speaking English. So this is why it's so important, because you have a lot of opportunities, you have a lot of chances to go in different worlds, to speak to a lot of people, a lot of important people. You see, imagine you met Barack Obama right now and you can't speak to him.
Wow, the former president of the United States of America.
Exactly, and you can't speak to him. What a chance you missed. So it's so important to learn such a language like English.
We know that there are 3 languages which are international languages, such as English, as you've already said, and French, and Swahili. So do you think that Swahili and the French are not so important?
I wouldn't say they're not really important. They are important.
Do you think that French and Swahili are not so important?
No, I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say French and Swahili are not important, because any language is important. This is why I said any language, knowing the importance of English is knowing the importance of all languages. So any language is important, but the importance matters and the importance is different. So a language will have more importance than the other. So if I know English, I will have more importance or more opportunities than the one who knows French and Swahili, because English is more global. But being a bilingual or multilingual person is so helpful, because it gives a lot of chances. What if your boss that is going to hire you doesn't know English? He knows French. You will lose a job, because he can't talk to you. Like, you don't know English? Sorry. So, but when you know French, you get a chance. So all languages are important, but the importance really is not equal.
Mr. Prosper, you've just heard about Bruno, that English is very important because it is mostly spoken in different countries of the world. And you are already an English teacher. What is your reaction?
Thank you very much. I say that today we are very happy because we are talking about English, the importance of English. My dear brothers and sisters, the English nowadays is very important when you see how English is used wherever you go. For example, nowadays you can look or you can search a school abroad, and then they told you that you must know English, and then we try to invite the people so that they can learn English, so that very soon they can apply. They can apply the school abroad, or they can apply a job where they speak English. And then we see that nowadays English is very useful. We invite the people to learn English.
You have said that English, most of students who want to apply for international schools are getting some difficulties, some obstacles of not knowing English. So, what is your advice for them?
The advice I can tell them that here in Burundi there is some of centers where they can go, and then they can go to study English. Even at Peace International TV we have that program. They can come, and then we can help them how they can improve their English.
Wow, very good. Mr. Brun, let me come back to you. There are some countries that were colonized by French and and some Portuguese there, but they are not interested in English. Do you think that they may continue learning their French or their Portuguese language?
Sometimes it's not about, life is not about what we want. It's about what we need. You see, children don't like education. They don't want it, but they need it. Even though they don't want it, be like, go to school. This morning I don't want to go to school. It's so tiresome. It's so boring. They don't want it, even though they need it. So it's the same. A country that were colonized by French or Portuguese, yeah, of course it's reasonable they don't know English. Maybe some are not interested, but guess what? The most common the importance of English is big in all areas, whether economics, whether in education. So for the goodness of a country, whether in its development, in its governance, or in its education, it needs English. This is why there's I've never seen a country without an English school. Even though they feel like they don't need it, they don't want it, they still need it somehow. Because you wouldn't miss a chance of getting your kid known or maybe prospective because of his language. English gives opportunities. I don't think anyone would not be interested in learning English, even if they were in French-speaking countries. For example, this is the first French-speaking country we are in.
Yeah, well.
And guess what? People are interested in English. I haven't seen anyone disgusted by English. They all love it. So I don't know if there are people out there that hate English, but if they are there, this is an advice to them. English is an important language that is going to affect you internally and externally. So you need it in whichever way you need. You might not want it, but you still need it. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Prosper, Burundi is one of the French-speaking countries, and French is an official language. But we are accustomed to hearing some young people saying that I can't learn English because I'm not about to go abroad. I'm not about to get a job where I will use English. Do you think that this is normal?
No, it is not good. It is not normal, because you see that we have already integrated in East Africa community, where we found some countries are speaking English. And then here in Burundi we must study English as much as we can, so that we can cooperate with the others about in English language. That's why I invite every people to learn English as much as they can, so that when we meet with the people from Uganda, people from Tanzania, people from Kenya, we can communicate with them without any problem.
So Prosper, you are already an English teacher, and you teach English at Peace International TV. Dear viewers of PITV, I know that you already know Mr. Prosper, an English teacher that you love very much. Prosper, how many levels that do you deal with them in English capacity?
The beginners level, intermediate, and the professions users. Yes, 3 level. But nowadays we wanted to help or to facilitate those people who are doing, those people who have a degree like in economics, in a lawyer, to teach their own needs. Yeah. Because we have seen that we cannot mix it everything, but we need to make it so specific for the course. If you are a lawyer, you have to get the things which is according to the law. If you are economics, you have to know. If you are psychologist, you have to know about psychologists, about in English.
Yeah. Yes, dear viewers of PITV, Peace International TV, you see today it is hard, very fantastic. You are together with Moses Angelo, alongside with handsome guys, Mr. Bruno and Mr. Prosper, an English teacher, and I am a host, Moses Angelo. Very good. You've already heard that Prosper is an English teacher, and you're welcome. And before we continue, I would love to ask you, to plead you, to beseech you, just smash on subscribe and notification so that we may continue. Thank you very much. Let me come back to Mr. Bruno. Bruno, I see that you are a tourist guy, handsome guy. You see, so smart today. And I hope that our dear viewers have been attracted and inspired by your accent. Where did you learn English?
Well, I studied in Uganda for about 8 years. I studied primary and secondary for 2 years, but then I came to Burundi.
Wow.
But my English wasn't good when I came here. I was really bad. See, Uganda is a good country, but the English is British, it's not American.
Wow.
And so it's British and it's mixed with their language, Uganda. And so when you speak it, you feel like, oh, there's something.
Language.
Yes, there's something in the English. But when I came here,
Wow.
I came to Discovery School. It's the best school in Burundi.
Yeah.
I had to improve. The students were laughing at me.
Where is it located?
It's located in Gasenyi, close to Rojanti, a little bit up.
Okay.
So when I came, I was speaking, but students were so like, oh my gosh, this guy, what kind of English are you speaking? They were laughing at me all the time. Whenever I speak, they laugh. They say, this guy is whatever, is making whatever. So I was so bad, I was embarrassed. I was like, I have to change it. But even though I was embarrassed, this is what I can advise people who are learning English. Never feel embarrassed or scared of speaking English. No matter how people despise you or they're criticizing you, just speak, you know. Just speak, whatever it is. Because you only learn from speaking.
Mr. Bruno,
yes.
Maybe our dear viewers may say, Mr. Bruno studied in Uganda, that is why he knows English. But we were Burundians, we were born in Burundi, and that's why we don't know English. What is your reaction to the questions?
It's really long because my accent grew here.
Okay.
It grew here at Discovery School. I started learning because at Discovery School they teach American English. That's where I started, you know, reading books, and I could also do some independent studies, watch videos, vlogs, or interviews, and then my English increased and advanced. That's the only place I got the English. It's not from Uganda.
Okay.
I've seen all the other classmates from Uganda that are new. When they come in, you can hear the English so different from others, and it's, you know, it has that thing inside it of the Ugandan language, and so it doesn't sound pleasant most of the times. But at Discovery School, I was able to advance, and and I got much better. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this question to Mr. Prosper, an English teacher. Do you think that a Burundian can study English here in Burundi and be able to speak than a Ugandan or a Kenyan?
For sure. For sure, it needs the courage.
Wow.
And to take time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dear viewers, it is possible. All together we can. Come. Wow. Mr. Bruno. So you have said that you are a writer. Do you write in English?
Of course. course. What other language can I write? I write in English. I write scripts. I write stories. I'm recently working on 2 books. I'm hoping to finish them this year. Yeah, I do them all in English. I do all my stuff in English. Yeah.
Mr. Prosper, the origin of English language. Where?
UK.
UK. What does it mean, UK?
United Kingdom.
United Kingdom. And the other most powerful country which speaks English?
America.
America, the US.
Of America.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Bruno, I want to come back to you. What is your piece of advice to provide for youth who are just watching us right now?
My piece of advice that I would give to all young people listening to this channel is that never fear to do something and never feel criticized or despised by people. People will always speak. Like me, I was criticized. I was being laughed at all the time, but I never stopped speaking, even though I knew I was speaking so bad. But guess what? Through the despise and the criticization, that's where you learn. Because you say something bad, you're like, oh, what did you say? Then you will learn, be like, I will never say that again. Because you are learning. So
it was a kind of discrimination?
Yes, well, discrimination. They'll be like, this guy doesn't know English and stuff, but just keep doing it. It takes courage. You have to be courageous and motivate. Watch some videos, and that's one of the biggest skills that I use. I read books and I watch videos or television shows. They're really helpful because you can learn from the ones that are speaking English and imitate from them, and it always works. It's possible. I wasn't born speaking English. I was not born speaking English. So how is it possible? Because it's possible.
Hello guys, you see on this t-shirt of this guy, it is written, big dreams have a small beginnings.
Yes.
My friends, don't what you want to do. Wow. We have come to a conclusion. Mr. Prosper, I need your piece of advice to our dear viewers.
Thank you very much. I can advise all the people they follow us to be back to start to learn English, because English is very easy. When you will start to learn, you will see how it is very easy and very interesting. Thank you.
Mr. Bruno, tell our dear viewers to smash on subscribe notification.
Of course, there is that button down there. It's red in color. You can smash on it, give a like and share.
Hello guys, you are together with Moses Angelo. Here we've just come to a conclusion of our today's show program. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.